Hey, Puddin' Pops, how's it going? My name is Stu Jameson of Stupendous Productions. I'm super excited about this very first YouTube post that I'm making. It's been a long time idea of mine, so I am ready to pounce. This is all about fun. It's all about escapism. So just take a break from work, take a break from your chores, or maybe you're on the treadmill and you're getting some cardio. Don't stop that. Just keep getting that calorie burning going. But this is all about a good time. Every week I'm going to post one of these shows, and it's all just about fun facts, some trivia questions inspired by current events. So don't worry, none of this politics will be in this show. I don't want to cause any drama or any anxiety. But it's all just about having a good time. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I am enjoying doing this for you. So there's so much that happened this week, and I just want to get right into this. And again, I hope that you definitely enjoy yourself along with me. So I don't know if you know this or not, but on Saturday, I didn't know until I discovered this by my research. Saturday was Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. I did not know that. Did you? Did you eat ice cream? If you didn't, just pick a day this week and pick a morning and eat ice cream. No one's gonna know. I won't tell. But yeah, so this Saturday was Eat Breakfast for Ice Cream. And I didn't do it. I'm very sad about that. But it got me thinking about ice cream, so I was wondering what you knew about some fun ice cream questions. Like this one. Do you know which founding father was the first American to write down a recipe for vanilla ice cream? I'm going to give you a second. I'll sip my tea while you think about that. The first founding father who wrote down a recipe for vanilla ice cream. If you're thinking Thomas Jefferson, I'm thinking you're correct. Good job. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson. Founding father loved some ice cream. Speaking of ice cream, you know that ice cream goes great in bowls, but especially in ice cream cones. So it got me thinking about this question. What do you know about ice cream cones? 1904 is when the ice cream cone was invented at the World's Fair. It was designed to make ice cream more portable so people could eat it on the go from attraction to attraction. I think we can say we're all grateful for that classic sugar cone. But do you know where the 1904 World's Fair was, where the first ice cream cone was presented? I got options. It's okay. Hurry. Is it Chicago, Detroit, or St. Louis? Where did the ice cream cone make its debut at a World's Fair? Chicago, Detroit, or St. Louis? If you're thinking Detroit, don't think Detroit. Don't, because that's not the right answer. Think St. Louis. St. Louis, we have to thank for the ice cream cone. So next time you're passing through St. Louis, give them a salute. Of course, you know that on Sunday was the Super Bowl. I don't know, maybe you don't know that, but if you didn't, a lot happened. So the Super Bowl was on Sunday, of course. Congrats to the Kansas City Chiefs. Big shout out to Andy Reid, longtime coach, finally winning a Super Bowl. Moral of that story, never give up on your dreams. Keep going for it, kiddos. You might just win a Super Bowl or whatever the equivalent is of whatever you do. So ultimately, Super Bowl, big success, big ratings. But do you know that trophy they hold up at the end of it? Do you know who makes that trophy? Who makes the Super Bowl trophy that you see at the end of all of this celebration and brouhaha? Who makes that trophy? If that shiny silver looks familiar to you, perhaps you're wearing a charm bracelet or a necklace around your neck from Tiffany. That's right, same people. Tiffany makes the Super Bowl. That's a really big blue box if you think about it. But Tiffany makes the Super Bowl. They make the World Series. They pretty much make every major sporting event trophy. So shout out to Tiffany for your diversity and what you create with your artistry. I don't know about you. I don't know who you were cheering for. But for me, my Pittsburgh Steelers were not in the Super Bowl. I'm a diehard Steelers fan. So I was really in this just for a good game, but I was really in it for the commercials and the halftime show. I thought the commercials were pretty good, actually. There were some really funny ones. That Jason Momoa one when he got scrawny, that was pretty hilarious. Oh, it was cool to see Bill Murray with the Groundhog's Day again. That was a nice little throwback. That crazy Jetsons car, where like it parks itself. Like, did you see that commercial with all the big actors, Chris Evans and Rachel Dratch and all of them? That was crazy. Would you do that? Like, would you get out of your car and push a button and say, "Here, park"? No, I can't. I mean, eventually, it's two Jetsons for me. I'm not there quite yet. But it was a very funny commercial, regardless. So here's some questions I thought. Did you see that one about the weird baby peanut, like a baby Yoda? That was a miss for me. Sorry, a tangent. I'm back on it. So here's a question I want to know about Super Bowl commercials. Here's a question for you. Do you know what powdered drink mix was one of the very first to have a Super Bowl commercial? One of the very first Super Bowl commercials was a powdered drink mix, but do you know which one it was? Do you remember Tang? If you do, then you probably got the answer right. Tang, one of the very first companies to have a Super Bowl commercial, that powdered orange drink mix that makes an orange drink. The commercial in the 60s said it was more vitamin C than orange juice. I don't think that's true. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I can't prove it, but it sounds a little shady to me. But Tang is the correct answer. Perhaps the major highlight of was the halftime show. I loved the halftime show. I thought it was incredible, very empowering. I can't believe J-Lo is 50. I think that she's, I don't know, an alien or something. My gosh, she was incredible. Oh my gosh, and Shakira. Yes, Shakira with your hips, your truth-telling hips. And she played the guitar, she did the drums. She probably would have done like a tuba solo if she gave the opportunity. I had no idea she was so multi-talented. But I thought it was a super fun halftime show. I thought it was great. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. But let's ask some questions about some past Super Bowl halftime shows. Do you remember 2015? Wasn't that long ago. The world witnessed the impromptu dance styles of Left Shark that became a phenomenon. Really upstaged the moment in that show. But do you remember who the headlining act was in that show? Of course you do. Yes, Katy Perry, of course. I knew you would know that one. Just thought I would start off with a nice softball for you. Oh, wow, this is a good one for you. So the Super Bowl was in Miami. You probably got that from all of their shout-outs to Miami last night. But the last time it was in there was 2007 in Miami. And 2007, another great halftime show, poured rain. It was pouring down rain, but did not stop the artist from an incredible show. Who was that artist? Who was the artist that performed in the pouring rain in Miami in 2007? Are you thinking Prince? I'm thinking you're correct. Yeah, I mean, how big of a star are you? How much of a superpower do you have to you know what would make my performance great when I sing Purple Rain? Let's actually have it rain. How did he do that? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But yes, Prince performed in Miami. May he rest in peace. How about this one? 2001. MTV sponsored this one, so you know it was crazy sauce. Crazy mashup of NSYNC, Britney Spears, Aerosmith, Mary J. Blige, and which hip-hop artist performed with that medley of artists? So NSYNC, Britney Spears, Aerosmith, Mary J. Blige, and which hip-hop artist? Any guess? Yes, it's Nelly. Like that I said it, yes, I heard you. I don't hear you. But yeah, I'm thinking that you knew it was yes. Nelly was the last of the performers of that crazy halftime show. So Britney Spears, NSYNC, Aerosmith, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly. Wow, what a show. If you don't remember any of these or it's been a while, they're on YouTube. You should treat yourself, and after this, you should watch them. Don't stop watching this. Watch it after. And perhaps maybe Super Bowl halftime commercial. None of that. You're like, boop-a-dee-boop. Not for me. No thanks. Maybe you saw a movie this weekend, which is also really cool. Do you know what movie is the top of the box office, number one for the third week in a row? I'll give you a clue. Think nostalgia. Think 25 years ago they made the second one. It's the third one. It's Bad Boys for Life. Yeah, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, can't stop those two, those crazy kids. Yeah, Bad Boys for Life, number one in the box office. So that got me thinking about the movie Bad Boys, which, of course, you know the song, the Bad Boy. I don't need to sing it, you know it. But do you know who sings that Bad Boy song? Of course, the one that was the theme song for the Cop show, it became for the Bad Boys movie. Who sings that famous Bad Boys song? I'll give you a second. This might be challenging for you. You ready? It's Inner Circle. Inner Circle. I probably would call them a one-hit wonder, but one heck of a one-hit wonder, wouldn't you say? Inner Circle, the one that sings that song. And of course, speaking of Bad Boys for Life, last month, the OG bad boy, if you will, Puff Daddy, Diddy Combs, Sean Combs, whatever he wants to be called, he received an Icon Award for his career. He's a big entrepreneur. So I'm sure maybe if you remember Puffy from the 90s, oh man, some great songs. But you know, he's an artist, a rapper, entrepreneur based. He's a New York rapper and performer. But do you know which New York borough? Didn't see that coming. Which New York borough was Puff Daddy born and raised in? Any guesses? It's Harlem. Harlem. Puff Daddy is born and raised in Harlem. Still has very strong roots to the community there. Does a lot of charity work. So, of course, also, maybe you'll realize that yesterday was also Groundhog's Day, which is pretty exciting stuff. Punxsutawney Phil did not see his shadow, so fingers crossed that we'll have spring soon, if you believe those types of things. Hey, I don't judge if you do. But there are actually different types of Groundhog Day traditions all over this country. For example, one of the biggest celebrations, of course, second to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, is the University of Dallas, Irving Park. Nope, that's here in Chicago. University of Dallas, Irving campus. It is Irving Park campus. There you go. Irving Park campus. They have a huge festival for Groundhog's Day. And New York City, once again, New York City has their own groundhog named Pothole Pete. So all sorts of different celebrations. Even Canada gets involved in Groundhog's Day. So some interesting facts for you to take away with. And if you didn't know these things, you know, now you know, and you can impress your friends or your coworkers. Okay, two more quick things before we go. On top of everything that happened yesterday on the Palindrome Sunday, because it was 02/02/2020. Won't see that again for a while, so hope you enjoyed it. It was also National Tater Tot Day. If you missed your chance to pay your respects to this tasty potato dish, order yourself some this week. You know, just take some time to think about those tater tots and how much joy it brings you. But here's a really cool and interesting fact about tater tots. So tater tots are kind of like Kleenex. Kleenex is actually the name of a specific tissue, not just all Kleenex is Kleenex. So tater tots is actually a registered trademark for a commercial form of hash browns made by Ore-Ida. So tater tots were first available in 1956, and Americans consume approximately, ready for this, buckle up, 70 million pounds of tater tots per year. 70 million pounds. Probably a large portion of that. I love me some tots. So you can thank Ore-Ida for the name, because ordering hash brown bites just doesn't have the same ring to it. And lastly, just in case you're curious, I found this interesting. Put it on your calendars. Get ready for it. February 5th. It's coming up just in a few days. It's National Shower with a Friend Day. I don't know why, but you know what? Hey, if it's interesting to you, then call up a buddy and make them plans. February 5th, National Shower the Buddy Day. But that's it. That's it for me. I've taken so much of your time. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Any thing you want to say? I love to have some comments and some feedbacks. Please do so. If you're interested in seeing the second one, which I'll do next week, then hit that subscribe button and join in on this party. And a big thank you to all the people who gave me the idea to do this show when you were telling me that you wish you could see me come to my trivia show. So I thought maybe I could do this and kind of like come to you in an interesting worldwide way. So thank you, everybody. Hope you're having a great week, and I hope that your week is filled with peace, love, and bear hugs. Bye, everybody.